Hey everybody, this is the Esoteric Cross. I'm coming to you today with a tarot reading based solely on love. This reading is supposed to be for singles at this time. My intention for this reading is to help guide you and uplift you and push you towards what you truly want and the true fulfillment for you. So, to pick your pile, I want you to go ahead and close your eyes if you're able to and imagine bright white light at the top of the universe. Breathe in and imagine this light descending into your body. And as you breathe in, charge the ground beneath you with this light. Then move that energy back up through your body and let it fill up your heart center with this golden sphere of energy. Sit with this energy for just a moment and feel it. And then open your eyes, and the pile that you feel the most drawn to is going to be the one for you. I have the timestamps in the description below that will take you to your reading. Hey everybody that chose pile number 1, welcome to your reading. This is exactly what you need to hear right now when it comes to love, being single, finding the relationship, and kind of where you are heading. My intention for this reading is mostly going to be on guidance on how to get to where you want to go and kind of uncovering any blockages that might be there for you. So this is less about predicting and more about guidance, okay? Just want to make that very clear before we go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and start pulling cards to figure out your energy here at this moment. These are this is going to be the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So let's see what we've got for you. Okay, so first of all, we have the Queen of Pentacles. And already this is telling me that you are somebody who is probably trying to foster a good environment around you, that you have. I feel like you're the type of person who might have boundaries where if something is not right for you, you don't want it. You are looking for something that is going to maybe uplift you, well, probably uplift you, but also something that is going to make you feel good. It's something that's going to fit into your environment. If something doesn't seem like it's going to fit with you and your personality, you're going to say no. And honestly, I know that that sounds like duh, but most people don't think about that. Most people just kind of accept whatever comes their way. So you are definitely somebody who is holding out for something that is much better for you. So that is good. So let's see what else we've got for you. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords. So this is showing us like a challenge, maybe having an I feel like there's a bit of oppression here. Whenever the Five of Swords comes out, I feel like there is being held back. There's something that is definitely holding you back, and it could have to do with thoughts, because swords have to do with thoughts and communication, awareness, intellect. However, it can also have to do with somebody else kind of holding you back. So let's see what else we've got for you. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands. All right, so that is about having the world in your hands, and this is the adventure of the possibilities that could come, creating something that you really want. Again, that kind of goes hand in hand with the Queen of Pentacles, creating something that really fits within your environment. One message that's coming to mind is figuring out what it is that you want and putting yourself in situations where you meet people that are more in alignment with what you want. The Ace of Cups comes out, so that's a really positive card when it comes to relationship readings. Ace of Cups is about the new love, new passion, new relationship, new emotions. This also can have to do with filling up your cup. So that way your cup is running over. You have enough energy to give to someone else. So keep in mind that you really want to think about the energy that you are putting out, and if you are meeting your own needs first. Make sure that you are in love with yourself and that you're able to date yourself. Um, and I know sometimes that advice can get kind of old when it comes to telling people who might be looking for a relationship to love themselves. And so I'm not going to say exactly that, because a lot of people get into relationships when they don't love themselves. However, take a close look at those relationships and the happiness that's involved within those relationships. So if you're really holding yourself, um, I also kind of want to say you're holding yourself to a high standard, but if you're saving your energy for the right person, make sure that what you're going to give is matching with what you want to receive. So make sure that you are giving yourself all of the love possible, because the relationship that you're going to find is going to be more fulfilling than the relationships that people are in where they don't love themselves first and they kind of throw themselves into whatever comes their way. You seem to be like the person who doesn't want to do that. So that's actually something that's very uh, commendable, I think, within our society and with what's just kind of happening lately with people in dating. So let's see what else we've got for you. Okay. So we have the three the three of swords. And this has to do with heartbreak and betrayal. So it is possible that you could be dealing with some sort of heartbreak and betrayal, that you haven't quite let go of something that might have recently happened. This can be This could be something that you had ended, or what's going through your mind a lot is being logical about love. Because notice the swords are stabbing through the heart. So this is logic overpowering the emotion. So it's kind of like when you know that something is not right for you and you end it because you know better. And it takes strength and courage to do something like that, but it doesn't make it any less painful. But one of the secrets of this card is that the new day is coming. The sun will always come back out. So just remind yourself that life is cyclical. This will pass. This feeling of despair, this feeling of heartbreak is going to disappear eventually. The clouds will dissipate and the sun will come back out. So let's see what kind of is the outcome for you and your energy at this moment. Oh, we have the High Priestess. Interesting. So we have a major arcana coming out as your outcome. Kind of have to sit with this for a second, because the High Priestess, it has a lot to do with passivity and the subconscious mind receiving, but it but it also has to do with the action that you're taking from this passivity, from the deepness of yourself. So kind of, I think that this is a time in life where you kind of go inwards and you discover more about yourself and who you truly are. And you start to embody that and share that out with the world. So at this time, I think it's best to get clear about what you want, or get clear about the things that you do love about yourself, the things that you do have to offer, because there's so much that you do have to offer, especially with this Ace of Cups that's showing all of the love that is outpouring from you and your energy and your energy field. You have so much to offer, and also all of the aces have to do with kind of an offer. So you have so much within you, so much peace and vitality and um, really energy. With the High Priestess, this is kind of like maybe you don't recognize it yet, or maybe there's some still things that are not seen by you yet. And I think that this is a good time to go inwards and really find what those things are, and be present with yourself. And really pulling things out from that inner well and then acting out from it. Okay. So the mirrored souls, I also should have acknowledged that at the beginning of the reading too. Mirrored souls, this card comes out to kind of remind us that what you see in the external reality is reflecting what is in your internal reality. So, whatever this thing that you're experiencing inside is what is being tracked on the outside. This is kind of the basis of the law of attraction. But really, what the law of attraction is about is what we do is we manifest behaviors and situations that correspond to our level of consciousness at the time. So I want that phrase to kind of sink in for you. This has been my mantra lately, and I've been repeating this over and over and over. But we attract or we manifest behaviors and situations and people that correspond to our level of consciousness at the time. See, you might have had experiences where you feel like you attract somebody. Maybe it's like a narcissist. Like, let's say you feel like you attract narcissists or something. Sure, we all attract all kinds of different types of people, but what it boils down to is who we choose to be with. If you value yourself, then you don't choose something that is harming you. You tend to choose better for yourself. If you don't see your own value, and there's no shame in that, there's no judgment or shame within that. So we all go through periods where we don't see something, and that's why this High Priestess card is coming out, because there's something within yourself that you need to see, and then act from that new self-worth that you find. But what am I trying to say is that when you value yourself and you see it, you're going to choose better. So even though you might attract somebody who's very toxic, you will begin to say no. And you will keep saying no to everything that isn't right for you. And what that does is makes room, and it makes the spaciousness for somebody who will be right for you. All right, so let's get more clarification on kind of what are the next steps to take after this process. So we have the King of Swords. So this is going to be about direct communication. Maybe what comes to mind is the boundaries. So when you are approaching people in the future, you got to be clear about your communication and what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want. And you don't have to say it in like a rude or way that you have to make somebody accommodating to you. It's just you stating your piece. Like, this is what you want and this is what you don't want. And if somebody does not fit that for you, no hard feelings, moving on. But the King of Swords is just very direct. The King of Swords knows what he wants and he goes after it. And he clearly states the facts, and there's not a lot of emotion involved in that. There's just, these are the facts, this is it, take it or leave it. So I definitely feel like that's going to be some good advice coming up for you in the future, and holding your boundaries and staying strong with them. Okay, and then we also have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so this kind of shows us that you kind of already know a bit of the answers. You kind of already know what to do and where to go. This is just kind of more confirmation on top of that. The Ace of Swords is really a really positive card. Again, when I was saying all of the aces are kind of like offers in a way, so this could be offering like a new idea, a new perspective, a new awareness, a new insight. But this also kind of shows that what you're about to step into, I think, is going to be in alignment with what you truly want. It's so funny how I pulled the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords, because the King of Swords is knowing what you want and clearly communicating that without getting too wrapped up in the emotions involved. And then the Ace of Swords is kind of more like alignment, having what is on the outside being aligned with what's on the inside. So this is you really finding what it is that you want, clearly communicating it, and I feel like if you stick with that, you will get what you want. You will find what you're looking for. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. Oh, so this is my intention for pulling this card was to see what is blocking, and we have the Seven of Wands, and this is kind of like a maybe a bit of defensiveness or defensiveness over your creative energy, or maybe even your passionate energy, your sensual energy. And I think that makes sense because you've been hurt in the past and you feel like somebody has probably betrayed you, and it makes sense to defend your energy. So I think that you need to have strong boundaries and be very clear about what you want from the beginning. And if somebody doesn't like it, they can leave. But you don't have to be defensive. So that means let somebody's actions show you who they are. Okay, but don't assume things without them proving what you think. So if you think that somebody's cheating, for example, let their behavior reveal itself to you instead of assuming something and letting it kind of really ruminate in your mind over and over and over and making you unhappy over something that may or may not be true. Let their behavior reveal the truth to you. So give yourself some peace of mind. Give yourself some grace, and don't be too defensive or be on the offense just in case something bad happens. Just enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment until something reveals itself to you, and have clear communication. If you think that something is not right, then ask, talk about it, and if it's clear to you that the person is not lying or that their intentions are true, then believe it until proven otherwise. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. Oh, we have the Six of Cups. Okay, so the Six of Cups is all about giving and receiving. Um, there also could be. So with the Ace of Cups, this is about you filling up your emotional energy, or you filling up your cup, and you have a lot of emotional energy to offer. Um, being ready for a relationship, and then the Six of Cups is kind of like a it can indicate a divine union. There is like a nostalgia involved. There could be meeting somebody who is right for you. The Six of Cups has to do with, I think I probably already said this, but give and receive, like the balance of giving and taking. Um, the person in this card who is giving the cup of flowers is larger than the other person. So there could be this sense that um, you have built yourself up very large and strong, and you value yourself. This is you really valuing yourself, but understanding that you are equal to other people, and you are giving your emotional energy to this other person, recognizing that they are your equal, even if you might be slightly more emotionally mature, and they may be able to grow with you. And that's kind of a part of what this mirrored souls card is as well, because that is about you growing with another person. This other person is kind of mirroring you, so your energy affects them and can uplift them. So I think that that's a really positive and good meaning of this card. So now I have oracle cards, so I want to kind of get some confirmation on top of these. So let's see what we've got for you, pile number one, with these oracle cards. Okay, so we have the Hierophant, loyalty, kindness, and guidance. So this is the 16th path of the Tree of Life. So it says loyalty, kindness, and guidance. So I think that that's a big thing that you're looking for, is loyalty. And the Hierophant is also kind of about challenges too, and challenges being our teachers. finding people who have patience and wisdom and guidance that they can offer towards you. Maybe this is you giving guidance to other people. Maybe this is you sharing your wisdom. When you go internally with that High Priestess card, you find your deep inner well of wisdom, your deep inner well of value that you have. And that you bring to other people. So, the more that you share that and you find people who are into that kind of thing, that's going to be, I feel like, your key to finding what it is that you're looking for, because the right people are going to be very attracted to that type of energy. So this is kind of like the teacher archetype. All right, so let's see what we've got for you with these magical symbols. We have on target, so you're in the right place, okay? This is card number 31. It says you are following your ideal life path. So definitely there's this message of being patient. Um, Again, with the Hierophant too, there's this patience because you are on your right path. You will find what you're looking for if you keep doing the things that you're doing. You go internally, you find that value within yourself, you share it. You're doing great. You are on the right track. Okay, let's see what else we've got for you with these sacred geometry cards. Now, these are new cards, so I might pull a card I've never seen before. So let's see what we've got for you, pile number 1, about your relationship guidance. We have magic. It says, well, here, I'm going to show it to you first, and I'm going to take it back off camera so I can read it. It says, the frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. So definitely keep your imagination alive. Think about the possibilities, and that's what that Two of Wands was about too, is the possibilities that could happen. Keep your mind open. Keep your creative energy open. Okay, so let's see what else we've got for you. These are also new cards, so I will probably draw something I've never seen before. So let's see what we've got. Some of these cards are a little dirty, so I don't know if I'll get demonetized for these cards, but we will see. Let's see what we've got for you, pile number 1. Okay, so we have Unrequited Desire, card number 25. Unrequited Desire. I'm going to go ahead and pull the book on this because this is a new deck. All right, so this says, she flung her head in the air and tore off her robes. She let the wind take her to the edge of the sea. She let her body be vulnerable and exposed. She knew, she knew, she knew. The comfort she once felt, the depth of emotion, the power of love, and it was gone. Unrequited, no more. And her heart hurts. It was painful, it was hard, but she healed, and she was once again strong. The pain made her stronger than ever before. Wow, so this is about your heartbreak. This is about the things that you've experienced in the past. So this is taking time to heal, and again goes hand in hand with that High Priestess with going inside. I think this is going inside and feeling the emotions and feeling the pain that just the pain of what you just went through with this heartbreak or betrayal. Letting it be, letting it happen, letting the emotions flow. And it's through this process, I mean, you realize the desire, you still have this desire to find what you're looking for, and it takes bravery to keep looking after something so painful has happened. Okay, so we have these inner child work cards, and I just got this deck because I was just advised to do some inner child work myself over my own relationship things. So this deck really called to me, so I'm excited to pull a card from this. I'll probably pull the book on this as well. So let's see what we got for you, pile number 1. Okay, we have Spend Time in Nature, card number 34. It says, let the beauty of nature refresh your soul. So this might be about going out on walks in nature. If you're able to do so, let's see, it's this card number 34. It says, The earth is a precious gift, one that provides and one that heals. Its beauty nourishes our souls, and its vibrational energy brings a steadiness to our bones. It grounds us and inspires us, gives us hope, and brings wonder to our hearts. And it is the great mother to us all. If you have pulled this card, then nature is calling out to you. So definitely take time to go outside, be very present with the nature. There could be a sense of practicing gratitude, but not just like being grateful for things like your home or your car or whatever it is that people are usually saying they're grateful for, their family and stuff. Be grateful for something that's happening in the present moment. So if you go for a walk, enjoy the ground beneath your feet. Be grateful for the sun that's on your face. Or if it's lightly raining, the little raindrops that are touching your skin, or the trees that are around you providing you oxygen. Be grateful for something that is in the present moment, and this grounds you to the present moment, and it helps you realize the abundance that's all around you. The world is here supporting you and lifting you up and holding you up, so just remember that. And there's love all around you. That desire is a creative force. That desire, the same type of desire that puts us in relationships, that same type of desire is creative energy, and that's what creates the life that's all around us. So recognizing that and seeing how much of it surrounds you is kind of the key to changing your energy, to being able to see more of it and attract more of it. And that's kind of changing that inside in order to see the outside. So let's see if we have one last card of advice for you before I let you all go. We have listen. It says you're being asked to listen to your inner voice. It's been guiding you to do something or say something, and it's time to act on its wisdom. Yep, there's that inner voice, the high priestess, the wisdom. That's a common theme within this reading. Lots of synchronicities here in this reading. I hope that this resonated with you. If so, please hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe for more content. I do have a tarot course where I talk about tarot and its relationship to the Kabbalistic tree of life. So if you're interested in that, check out the link in the description. I also have a Kabbalah course on its own. That's also in the description. Patreon. And if you want to book a private reading with me, the link to that is also in the description. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, evening, or night. And thanks until next time. Hey everybody that chose pile number 2, welcome to your reading. This is what you need to hear at this moment when it comes to love and relationships, being single. Again, my intention for this reading was to offer some guidance on some next steps to take. So this is going to be less about just predicting the future and more about you and the things that you can do to help guide you more towards what it is that you want. So let's go ahead and get started with these Rider-Waite tarot cards. Oh, so right off the bat we have the World. So this describes you at this moment. This can have to do with this completedness or wholeness within the self, that is something that you're experiencing or something that you're moving towards. And this can also have to do with detachment, learning to detach when it comes to focusing so hard on the outcomes. All right, so let's see what else we've got for you. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so this is an offer. All of the aces kind of have to do with some form of offer. The Ace of Pentacles being more about a physical offer, possibly having to do with money and career. This could have to do with financial stability, or something that you might be looking for is financial stability, and that is a key factor when it comes to relationships for you. So let's see what else we've got for you, pile number 2. Okay, so we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, so when this comes out, specifically, this is about an instinct that you kind of need to overcome at this moment. So the best advice is about running away. The Seven of Swords is about taking what works for you and leaving the rest, and kind of getting out of town, getting out of Dodge. This is about well, there's two things that come to mind when I pull this card out. One is that you could start relationships, and as soon as things get tough, maybe you leave before you work through problems with someone else. That's one possibility that this card came out, because this is something that needs to be overcome, was the intention for this card pull. But another one could be about moving from the past, that the past situations that you've been in could have been really difficult, and you are taking from those past relationships or the past situationships or whatever it was that you've been through. You are taking what it is that this could be taking the lessons, but this can also be taking the things that you actually enjoyed about those relationships, and you're looking for those things in someone else. And there were some things that really did not work for you, that you really disliked about the relationship or possibly about the person, and those are the things that you're leaving. And this is the new kind of line that you have drawn for yourself, this new boundary, things that you will not accept. um, but you're holding on to the things that you do want to look for in another person. So those are kind of two meanings there that I think that this card could represent for you. Okay, so let's see what else we've got for you. So we have the Tower. Okay, so there's something that has been coming down for you. This could be you, kind of like pile number one. I think that there's this past relationship that has kind of burnt you in a way, and you've taken the plunge out of the situation, or maybe even currently, because I know this reading is for singles, but it is possible that maybe some of you are in a relationship and you've clicked on this. But if you are in a relationship, this could represent you deciding on whether you want to stay or leave. The Tower card is really about you having this option to stay in the tower and burn, or jump out of the tower, take this leap of faith. So it's possible that something was crumbling down before and you've taken the leap of faith and left, or it's kind of like the universe just ended something that wasn't right for you. But that's the key to the tower, is that this is something that just was not right for you. It was not meant for you. So what we do is we leave these situations. We take, just like that Seven of Swords, you take what it is that you take your lessons. You take your lessons from that situation and you move on to the next thing. This wasn't a waste of time. There was no waste of time. You are meant to go through the experience. However, this wasn't meant to last. This was not built on a strong foundation. This just was not going to last long term. It never was going to. It was meant for you to get these swords and to run away. That's what this was meant for. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. This is popping out. The Star. Okay. So the Star is all about this nurturing, loving energy. The Star, there's so many meanings I feel like that are attached to this card. This is about creating and fostering, like, not just an environment that's around you, but also, well, I guess it is mostly about the environment, but it has a lot to do with this internal environment too, because this is a very feminine card. There is this innocence and joy that you're bringing back into your life, or that you're desiring to bring back into your life. I feel like you are the type of person who has this natural nurturing energy to you, and you are willing to stick with something and to build something with somebody. You have a lot to offer. The star is about this radiant light. So you have this radiant light that's very strong and attractive to other people. Your joy and innocence that you have is very attractive to other people. And your nurturing energy is attractive. The thing about this coming up with something to overcome, like this need, that this could have to do with an over amount of nurturing too. So again, that's where the boundaries come back in, is asking yourself if you can be more discernment when it comes to giving this energy to other people. Oh, and I should have drawn attention to the unconditional love card, the one that you have chosen. So it seems to go kind of hand in hand with that star, that there's this unconditional love that I feel like you offer to other people, and you want that in return. So this isn't about not giving that unconditional love. Always give that unconditional love. Um, but also this is a call to create some boundaries around that unconditional love too. Um, but I want to see what else we have, because I want to get more clarification on that actually. Let's see what the outcome is of this situation. We have the Four of Cups. Now, when this card comes out, this is kind of like an offer from the universe. It's specifically maybe a relationship offer, an emotional offer, a fulfillment, something that you're looking for when it comes to fulfillment. Like there's something that you want out of this relationship, and it's most likely this unconditional love. The universe is like offering it to you, and you might not be keeping your eyes forward with it. You might be focused on these other things that are not as fulfilling, or maybe seeking this fulfillment within other things that are not going to fulfill you. This card kind of makes me think of presence, and that's a common theme I feel like with all of my readings. I feel like sometimes the tarot readings that I give are a vehicle for me to offer the invitation to be present. So again, I will use this as an opportunity to say that presence, and again, the person in this card is meditating. So getting more present with yourself, being in this moment right now, and wondering where is the fulfillment and where is the love within this moment. If you can find that within this moment, it's kind of like your problem starts to dissipate, and you are having that fulfillment that you want already now. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait for this other person. Having another person is very nice. It feels good. There is like validation involved, and there is reflection involved. But if you can focus your energy on the here and now, the universe, I feel like the universe just it gives us people to reflect ourselves back to us. So we don't really evolve much if we're alone all the time. So I feel like the way that the universe works is it's probably going to send you a person eventually. Like we have moments in our lives where we reflect and we're very internal, and then we have moments of our lives where we are very external, and we have this reflection coming back to us through another person or through situations. And I think you're coming out of a situation that was not meant to be there in the first place, or it was not meant to last. And now this is the moment to, there's this balance between reflecting and also in being present and being actively looking for this fulfillment here and now. And ultimately, I feel like that reflection will externalize, and you will find this fulfillment that you're looking for, possibly within another person. So that's just kind of the advice with that outcome card. So let's see what else we've got for you when it comes to like advice on what to do, where to look, maybe for this relationship or this future romance. we have the Five of Wands. Interesting. So the Five of Wands is not always negative. Sometimes this card comes out and it's about challenges and all of that stuff. Fives are usually always about some sort of challenge. So this could be a challenge, but this also has to do with collaboration. The Five of Wands is kind of this creative collaboration. So I feel like you putting yourself in environments where you are creatively collaborating with other people. You might be somebody who is very creative. Well, actually, you know what? Going back to this World card, honestly, the first card of the reading, which had to do with detachment, and it has to do with stepping out and being the observer and getting a higher view. So you might be getting a higher view of this past relationship that has happened, getting a higher view of yourself in this moment and how you are processing everything. And then also about where you want to go and what are your goals and your future. Uh, Included in that, so this reading has a lot to do with that kind of detachment or stepping out and viewing the situation from the outside. But within that spaciousness that comes from doing that, I mean, you have a lot of creative energy that can be expressed or kind of birthed from this awareness. And I think with this Five of Wands, this is putting yourself in situations with other people who are also very creative or kind of um, this could also have to do with work. If you work in a creative field or if you're trying to express your creativity at work and you are collaborating with other people, that could be a good avenue to maybe meet a person. Maybe involving yourselves in things like classes, like whether these are like art classes or meditation classes or, whatever those types of things are that gets you creative and using that energy, because that same creative energy is the same energy. It's the energy of desire, and it's the same type of energy that really attracts us to another person, whether that, physically or the sensual energy that we have has a lot to do with creation, as that type of energy literally creates life in of itself. So this is going to be about that creativity. I feel like you're probably a person who is really into that type of stuff, into art. All right, let's see if we can get more clarification on kind of when and where. We have the Chariot coming out. So this is about movement. This is a big card of movement. This comes after the Lover's card. And the Lover's card has a lot to do with commitment. The marriage between these two aspects of self, the internal and the external. And the Chariot is going to be acting out of that commitment, acting out of your will, taking action and moving forward. So I think that here, I feel like you've already been through this lover's moment, not just with another person, but the internal, your own lover's moment with this alchemical marriage of you with yourself. You have committed to yourself. You know what you want, you know what you don't want. You're not abandoning yourself for other people. I think that you, with this newfound sense of commitment that you have just really created from your past experience, it's now time to take all of these lessons and all of this knowledge and move forward, take action. Actually, put yourself out there. I think this is time to put yourself out there and kind of see what will happen. It could happen pretty quickly. Let's see what else. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands. Interesting, we had the Five of Wands and now we have the Six of Wands. This is kind of my intention for pulling this card is how can we get out of our own way when it comes to manifesting this relationship. And the Six of Wands is all about being celebrated for you being yourself. So there might be a need to allow yourself to be celebrated, allow yourself to express your most authentic self. Maybe in the past you didn't feel like you could be yourself or talk about the things that you wanted to talk about, and really just express that creative power. This has a lot to do with creativity and your creative power. So I think that it's time to really express that, share that with the world, and then also let people celebrate you for it. Don't deny the celebration or undermine your success or undermine your wisdom and your insights, and don't undermine your desire either. Let it flow, let it be. Accept the celebration, accept the success that's coming to you or that you're experiencing. And I think that this is a way that you can be more with yourself too and not abandon yourself. Again, commitment to yourself and commitment to the things that you want to manifest, a commitment to your desire and bringing that desire into reality. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start pulling some oracle cards to get more confirmation on top of everything. Let's see what we've got for you, pile number 2, with these Tree of Life cards. Oh. So we have Kether, the Crown. It says source, point, and attainment. Kether, again, has a lot to do with awareness. It is the source energy of the universe, so this has to do with your higher self. This is going to be about connecting with your light body, connecting with your spiritual energy, connecting with your awareness. So this goes back to that detachment. One of the best ways that we can get into our or step into our awareness is to kind of detach from this thing that we call our psychological self, all of the baggage, ruminating on the past, thinking too much about the future, just being here in the here and now, and becoming aware of the thought process that's happening and the emotions that are happening. And that's, again, where that spaciousness happens, and we are able to enjoy the present moment, and we're able to create something from that present moment that's more in alignment with what we want. So this can also have to do with just getting in touch with spiritual energies, these higher energies, the source consciousness. This could be a call to do energy work too. When you move energy with your consciousness, the energy has to move. So you could check out some other videos on my channel about energy work. I can't remember the names of some of them right off the bat, but I definitely do some videos that have to do with energy work, or maybe just look up things about energy work. It doesn't have to be my videos, but that could be a call to action there. All right, let's see what we've got for you with these magical symbols cards. What do we have for pile number 2? Happy love. Card number 3, it says a joyful, stable partnership and good friends. Okay, so this is a symbol that you can work with. You can put energy into it. You can draw it, put energy into it. Again, with that energy work, you can burn it as if it's a sigil or a talisman to release that energy. Put this in places that you see it very often. Let it program the subconscious mind. You can work with it in magic. There's endless things that you can do with these symbols. So if you want to take a screenshot of it and work with the symbol, that would be a good thing to do. But the reason this card is coming out, because this is something that you really want, is a joyful, a stable partnership. And again, we had the Ace of Pentacles earlier in the reading. And when I think of stable, sometimes I think of financial stability. I feel like you might have dealt with people in the past who just were not financially stable, and it's not like an elitist viewpoint. I mean, some people, if you're not financially stable, how are you going to get to all of these other levels of your life, or how to develop all these other levels of your life if you're spending all of your time working really hard to barely pay your bills? So financial stability is very important, at least in my opinion, and it probably is for you if you were drawn to this reading. But this financial stability, I feel like is something that you really want within a partner, and it could be something that you really want for yourself. So you get clear on how you can create this better stability for yourself, and how you can put yourself in places with people who are stable, and whether this is financial, mental, emotional, or spiritual stability. These are all aspects of our consciousness that we would ideally like to be stable. Okay, so let's see what else we've got for you with these sacred geometry cards. So this is a new sacred geometry deck. It fell on the floor, so let me grab it. Okay, so we have change. It says the frequency of change supports our ability to gracefully dance with the forever changing nature of reality, both inward and outward, so that we can appreciate the sweet release of the old and the birth of the new. So this kind of confirms too with what we were talking about earlier, is that you're in this transition process. You're not whether you're about to leave a relationship, or you are you just ended a relationship, or it's like the universe took something away that was not really meant for you. This is you kind of figuring out what that next step is. And I also want to draw attention earlier to the cards when I pulled the tower and then I pulled the star. I didn't even think about this earlier, but I realize it now that the tower comes right before the star. So after this tower moment, there's this clearing out of energy, clearing out of the old. And the star is kind of the birthing of that new energy, moving back into alignment with self, and kind of alchemizing that moment. So interesting too that this change card came out. So I think it's important to recognize that this moment is very powerful. So really focus on the power and the alchemy that is happening right here in this moment for you in life, because this is a big moment where a lot of change can happen, and how you can take your power back and effectively create the change that it is that you want, if you become conscious about that change that's happening. All right, let's see what else we've got for you. I have this new deck that's kind of designed around love. Some of these cards are a little nasty. I don't want to get demonetized. I have cats to feed, so let's hope I don't get demonetized for these cards. Let's see what we've got. Okay, it says balance and unity. Okay, so it's not so bad. Card number 21. I'm going to go ahead and pull the book on this because this is a new deck. Okay, so card number 21. All right, it says, she said yes. He offered her a pomegranate, but it was so much more, for this was a magical fruit filled with 1,000 ruby seeds and kind words and good deeds. Ever mindful of the way that energy would develop and nourish every fiber of her being, he took a chance and offered her that gift. In her soul, she knew it to be true, and she accepted his love, and it grew. Balance was achieved, and all because she said yes. It says, give or receive a loving gift with the pure intention of bringing harmony to your life. This can be a gift to another individual, a gift to the universe, or a gift to yourself. Notice how this, I can hardly say this word, reciprocity establishes balance in your mind and your life. So this is really about giving and taking, the balance between these two energies, the internal and external. Visualize the universe bringing you love. Now accept that gift with loving and receptive arms. So the affirmation attached to this card says, I am receptive to balance and love in my life. I say yes. So again, going back to the Four of Cups, with the universe offering you something that you might not be quite looking at, or you might not notice it yet. Notice all of the love that is right there in front of you. You don't want to miss what's right in front of you. it's important to see that divine love that's here now and say yes to it. Visualize what it is that you want and visualize the universe giving this to you. All right, so I have this other new deck. This is the Inner Child deck. And I was called to get this deck because I was told that I need to do some inner child work around my own relationship things. So I'm excited to go ahead and pull one of these cards for you. It says, let go of the past. It's time to envision a new story. We got to let go of the past and envision a new story. So envision what it is. Again, going back to the Seven of Swords, there's something that you want to take with you, like positives of this past relationship. Take that with you. Make a list of the things that you want, and then there are things that you want to let go of. There are things that you don't want to experience again. So the first sign of you seeing those negative experiences, give maybe a little bit of benefit of the doubt. If it's not that severe, talk things out, see what will happen. But if things are not working for you, move on and cut your losses. All right, so we have the last card I'm going to pull here, which is going to be an affirmation card. Let's see what we've got for you. Any last advice or guidance? All right, it says grounding. You're being asked to ground yourself. You've been spending too much time in your head, and it's time to pay attention to your body and to the earth. Go outside and plant your feet on the ground and enjoy the centering feeling that this brings. Awesome. Well, if this reading resonated with you, please hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe for more content. I do have a tarot course where I talk about tarot in relationship to the Kabbalistic Tree of Life. If you're interested, check out the link in the description below. I also just created a course on Kabbalah itself and how it could relate to tarot and ceremonial magic, so check that out too. Link is in the description, as well as my Patreon. Also, if you want a private reading done by me, the link for that is also in the description. And I just want to thank you all so much for watching and being here. I hope that you all enjoy the rest of your day, evening, or night, and thank you so much. Until next time. Hey everybody that chose pile number 3, welcome to your reading. This is exactly what you need to hear at this moment when it comes to love and relationships and being single. My intention for this reading was to be about guidance on how to get to where you want to go when it comes to relationships and finding the love and fulfillment that you want in your life. This is not supposed to be about predicting the future. This is more about guidance. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into your reading and let's see what we've got for you, pile number 3. Okay, so first we have the 5 of Cups. And this is kind of, there's a sadness within this card, a sadness and unfulfillment. It could be something that you are deeply, deeply looking for, that you feel like you have been missing. But let's get more clarification. Let's see what else we've got for you. We have the 10 of Cups, kind of, these cards are kind of opposites of each other. The 5 of Cups is looking at what you have lost and being really upset about it. There's this emotional kind of despair or depression about what has left, what did not work out, what you don't have. And the kind of reason to overcome this, which was my intention for pulling the 10 of Cups, and that's what came out. The reason to overcome is emotional fulfillment. Looking for this happy ending. That is what you are in search for. You want something that is deeply, deeply fulfilling. So let's see what else we've got for you. What else is there to kind of overcome? We have strength. Strength. So these things that you have been experiencing are building that strength. They're building that resilience that's within you. There's this need to overcome the lion, to tame the lion that's within you. The lion can represent the psychological self or the reaction to the things that you have been experiencing. And this card shows up to remind you that you can gently close the mouth of this lion. You can gently quiet the mind or quiet the psychological self and find some fulfillment here and now. So let's see what else we've got for you. Okay, so this card popped out. This is the Seven of Cups. Aha. So this is about your options. You have so many options right in front of you when it comes to, I don't know if this is about dating or you have a lot of options as when it comes to emotional fulfillment. But you have a lot of things. You have a lot of things that you could be juggling or people that you could be talking to. But there's no pressure. That's the message that I feel like I'm getting, is that there's no real pressure. Just think about with whatever you're picking, you're also picking the challenges that come with that person or that modality of finding that fulfillment. Okay. All right, so we also have the 10 of Pentacles. So we had the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, and they both have to do with kind of fulfillment. So the 10 of Cups is more about emotional fulfillment, but the 10 of Pentacles is more about the fruits of your labor, the legacy that you'll leave behind. So this could have to do with a family, like maybe your pile wants to have a family. I know that that's not for everyone because this is a general reading. Some of you probably don't want kids or a family, but this is about creating your mark on the world. Maybe you want a relationship that really changes things, not just for you, but for the people around you. Like you want like this power couple kind of energy. And I think it's important to come back to this cosmic connection. The card that you actually chose for this reading was Cosmic Connection. And this is about having this cosmic connection with another person, but this also has to do with your cosmic connection to the universe. Realizing how you are the microcosm of the macrocosm, and realizing that the universe is inside you just as you are inside of it. There's this connection between you and the source consciousness and how it creates reality and how you create reality through it, or how it creates reality through you. And this kind of ties into that 10 of Pentacles, because the 10 of Pentacles represents that creation. And this is something that you might need to become more aware of, is the way that you create your reality, or the way that you manifest things within this physical reality, and realizing where it comes from and how to direct this consciousness that you have, to direct that conscious energy appropriately in order to get what you want. All right, so let's see what the outcome is for this situation. Oh, this card is popping out. This is the Queen of Cups. Haha. Okay, so this is that internal energy when it comes to that emotional energy. Most emotional energy is internal. But the Queen of Cups is about the understanding of this emotional energy and the ability to cultivate it within yourself, the ability to cultivate emotional stability within yourself. And the Queen of Cups is also kind of like the therapist card. Like, you are good with other people and their energy. You're able to hold space. You're able to hold emotional space for other people. So this is kind of the energy that you're being called to step into. And it's like people can come to you with their problems, or people can come to you with their issues, and you're able to sit with them. Not just that you're able to solve them, but you might be able to give good advice on how to solve them. But that part of you is really attractive, and that's what draws people to you. So this might be a call to action to step more into that type of energy. And that could draw you closer to the person and the fulfillment that it is that you might be wanting to experience. And this can also lead you to your legacy. Oh, this other card is popping out. We have the Page of Cups. And the pages have to do with an offer. It could be an offer of love. But the Page of Cups has to do with your vision too, the vision of what you want, the vision of this emotional fulfillment that you have, and being creative with it. How can you, that goes back to directing your conscious energy towards what it is that you actually want to manifest. So I think that this has a lot to do with your internal work. This has a lot to do with the way that you view this thing that you want. All right, so let's see what else we've got for you when it comes to maybe kind of when and where guidance on where you might meet this person or when, or if there's just advice that we can give for that. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. There's a lot of Cups energy. I mean, we have the 10, the 5, we have the 7, the Page, the Queen, and we have the Knight of Cups. This is crazy. There's a lot of emotional energy. There's this reading is very focused on getting that fulfillment that you really want. The Knight of Cups is this romance energy. The Knights usually move pretty quickly. So this could be something that comes about very quickly, but again, I wanted this reading to not be just about like predicting. This is more about advice on how to move towards what it is that you want. But the Knight of Cups is definitely a very strong romantic energy, and I think that there's this what you're doing, I feel like, is cultivating this emotional romance energy for yourself. And this is something that is probably being reflected in the outside. This could be about romanticizing life, romanticizing the simple pleasures of life, and really get in tune with the things that you really love doing and the relationships that you love. And that includes friendships and family. Okay. So let's see what else we've got for you. If there's anything kind of standing in the way of manifesting this relationship or this next partnership. Oh, we have the 9 of Swords. So that kind of goes hand in hand with you at this moment being the 5 of Cups, that depression or despair. And then when we have this 9 of Swords, this is like that really difficult. There's just a lot of thoughts that you've been ruminating about, and this could be a past relationship. All 3 of these readings seem to have some kind of reminiscence of this past relationship, which makes sense. If you're single, there's likely some sort of past situation that has led you to some sort of despair, and we're trying to overcome that. But specifically within this reading, that could be something that's standing in your way, is that despair, and you just having to move through it and process it and find comfort. A big message of this card is finding comfort with knowing that things are working within your best interest, that whatever this was that happened, or you being alone or feeling lonely, this is something, there is an opportunity within this moment to cultivate something better for yourself. But that doesn't mean that it's not painful. So I think the reason that this card came out is to remind yourself that the pain is inevitable, that you have to feel the pain and move through the pain, but don't let the pain create more pain. That's also kind of why the Strength card came out, is because the reason that we close the mouth of this lion is because that the mouth of that lion can create so much more destruction. And if we can calmly and gently clean up our thoughts or our psyche, then we're able to make a much more clear vessel for consciousness to move through. And I think that that's one of the important messages of this reading. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. We have the 3 of Cups, more cups. But the 3 of Cups is a celebration, and it is about indulgence. So there needs to be some sort of moving back into what makes you happy, moving back into these friendships and relationships that you do love and that you do enjoy. 3 of Cups is the celebration card, but it's also about friendships. being with other people that make you happy and that you can celebrate with. So celebrating other people too, that energy that you give out kind of comes back to you. So this is a call to don't just be alone. Don't dwell all by yourself. Be in the presence of other people and lift other people up, and in turn that will help lift you up. Okay, so let's see what else we have for you with these oracle cards. I want to get more clarification on steps that we can take in the future. All right, so pile number 3. Oh, we have the 29th path, the moon. It says evolution, simplicity, and the animal kingdom. So the moon, it has to do with subconscious energies, emotional energies. The moon also has to do with deception. It has to do with being in the dark. There's like a little bit of truth within this moment because the moon is reflecting the sun's light and the sun is representing the truth. But there's a lot of lies within this moment. So I don't know if this is you lying to yourself about something, or if this is somebody else lying to you about something, or if the thing that you're moving from, the pain that you're dealing with has to do with lies. I don't know. But definitely meditate on that and see what that means to you, like why this card came out. But the point, it says right here in the card, evolution, when we have this deceptive moment, or this moment where our the things that we don't like are revealed to us, this gives us a new target to move towards, which is why there's usually a path within the middle of the moon card, that there is us moving towards the light, or moving towards the truth. Now, we have the animal aspects of self within this card, within the moon card, with the dogs at the bottom of the card. We also have the lion within the strength card. And whenever we see these animals come out within tarot, they represent the animalistic aspects of self. So even within the brain, within the psyche, this could be like the reptilian brain, the brainstem, the amygdala. So these are the aspects of us that react to fear, that really react to situations that are more challenging for us. So these are things that we are trying to get under control. So I would advise you to kind of look into things or ways to kind of get those aspects under control, to get the amygdala under control, to get the animalistic aspects of self under control. But that is definitely a call to action with that and the strength card coming out. Okay, so these are magical symbols cards. Oh, we have Philosopher's Stone. I pulled this card for myself actually the other day. It says powerful manifestation of wishes and goals. So this fulfillment that you're looking for, maybe you want to work with this symbol. And I also wrote a song too called Philosopher's Stone, and it's specifically about the relationship that I want, about what we're looking for. You're looking for a Philosopher's Stone, but this isn't just something that you look for in the outside world. This is something that you look for internally. This is something that you build internally. You are creating your Philosopher's Stone within yourself and your consciousness, and that is then reflected in the outside world. So this card comes out because it's also labeled number 22, so I don't know if 22 is a special number for you. But this card comes out as a reminder to cultivate good relationships and friendships around you that are in alignment with you. So if people are very negative and draining your energy, those are people that you don't really want to hang out with anymore. You need to surround yourself with people who are in alignment, or surround yourself with people that make you feel good and make you feel happy. And kind of just forget everybody else. It's time to start cutting people out and start replacing them with people who are good for you. It's a big message of that card. This can also be about connecting with the universe and also seeing people as divine beings of light. It's very important to see the good in people, even those people that I was talking about cutting them off, still cut them off with love. Remember that they are divine aspects of this universal consciousness, but they're just not directing their consciousness in a more productive way, and that energy is leaking out onto you, so you don't want that. So this isn't about judging other people, but this is about accepting other people for who they are. But if it's not something that you want around you, then it's okay to let that go and move on. So another good reason of that card, and that will take you closer to what you actually want. All right, so with the sacred geometry card, we have the sacral chakra. Okay, so it says the frequency of the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. So this is that it's the chakra that's located at the pelvis, where it's the seat of life. And that is that creative energy, which is the same type of energy that draws us and attracts us to a person. And that's eventually how life is created. So this could be a call to action to work with that chakra and to work with your creative energy, and kind of see what's blocking that chakra, and also not using that energy in ways that are unproductive. Okay, so this is a new deck that I have, and this specifically has to do with love and pleasure and stuff like that. So this one is the Sweetest Taboo, card number 13. So interesting. I'm going to pull the book on that because this is a new deck. Let's see what we've got, what this says. All right, two lovers separated by what seemed like insurmountable odds, their families, society, circumstances. None of that mattered when they had their first kiss. All obstacles faded into nothingness as they bit deeply into forbidden fruit as the sweet nectar led them along a journey of bliss. They slashed every taboo, tried every angle, and it all began with that one juicy kiss. Follow your taboo. Do something today that scares you, or perhaps just something that scares everyone else. Follow your heart's desire and indulge in decadence. Whether this is something as simple as an extra large slice of cake or something more, pursue your pleasure and fulfill your every need. Today is the day. Deep down inside, what is it that you desire? Visualize yourself plucking that wish down from a tree and holding it in your hands. So the affirmation for this card says, I indulge in my passions and follow my heart. I am filled with love and boundlessness. Yeah, so this is, there might be something specific that you're looking for when it comes to like sensuality. And you feel like you haven't been able to fulfill that desire within past relationships or past experiences. So this is going to be about you maybe expressing that need or what it is that you really want within that sphere, and pursuing it. Express it, pursue it. Closed mouths don't get fed. So maybe express what it is that you want to do. And you probably will receive it. Ask and you shall receive. All right, so this other deck is also new. This is the Inner Child deck. I was called to do some inner child work, and then this deck popped out the same day. So I thought that was interesting. Let's see what we've got. It says, you are wanted. Card number 39. It says, there is a home waiting within. You are wanted. This could also mean that what you're seeking is also seeking you. This thing that you're looking for, fulfillment, happiness, a family, a relationship, or some sort of desire that you haven't been able to get met with someone else. Whatever this thing is, it's looking for you just as you're looking for it. It's just knowing the right actions to take to put yourself into contact with it. Okay, so this is the last card that I'm going to draw, and this is an affirmation card. Let's see what we have for you. Pile number 3. What is the last guidance that we've got for you? It says abundance. You're being asked to open to abundance, to believe that you're deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step toward receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. So this doesn't just have to do with abundance as far as money, which it could. Money could play a part in here, but a lot of this can have to do with the abundance of love and knowing that you're worthy of love, and that, again, what you're seeking is seeking you. So I hope that this reading resonated with you all. If it did, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe for more content. I do offer a tarot course in it, and I teach tarot in relationship with Kabbalah. So if that's something that you're interested in, please check out the link in the description below. I also offer a course on Kabbalah, and it talks about Kabbalah and its relationship with ceremonial magic and tarot, but it's a much smaller course. Check that out. And I do offer private readings, and the link for that is in the description below as well. So thank you all so much for watching, for supporting this channel, and for being here. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, evening, or night, and thank you so much. Until next time.